Guys. I hope this video reaches its target audience because this is going to be a new thing on my channel where I talk about things that are specifically bothering me. And basically, I think the whole world knows about the Roe versus Wade, and it's just not looking good. It's not looking good at all. It's honestly so sad that we still go through this. It's sad that the government really doesn't care about our children, doesn't care about our women, doesn't care about our men, doesn't care about our future, literally doesn't care about our life, because it is ridiculous how this world is treating us and how we're setting up this future for our children. There are so many things wrong with this case, and everybody is venting about it on the internet now. So using our voices and standing up for ourselves and knowing our rights are completely useless to this system. And it's actually pretty dark if you think about it. It's actually really dark if you really sit down and process everything. Everything is starting to go south. The abortion law that just got overturned is, I have mixed emotions about it. Because in my eyes, for a long time, and I hope I'm not alone when I say this, but in my eyes for a long time, I actually thought abortion was wrong. But hear me out before you click off the video. If that has offended you, I'm sorry, but let me finish explaining. Yeah, I used to think abortion was wrong, and that why are you getting a procedure done to not particularly harm the baby, but to kill the baby. I used to think that was wrong, but now if a woman has been in a situation and abortion is the only matter that she can have to basically have her life still, then why would that be taken away from her? Natural research is, if a woman had to have, well, if a woman had a miscarriage, then in order for her to get back to normal and for her body to progress and go back the way it was, she would have to have an abortion. Now, and not just the abortion laws, it's the threatening to basically take away everything. This is ridiculous. You guys are so worried about taking away women's rights and taking away their right to have a say over their bodies, but so many crimes are happening on a daily basis that you guys are still keeping hush hush about. All of these missing children that you see up on the posters in stores, all of these gun charges, every single little crime on the street, you just cover it up as another homicide or another black on black crime or another they didn't know what they were doing. Yes, they did, but you want to take away women's rights to have a say-so on their bodies. It just doesn't make sense. I have on a shirt. I just wanted to have on my blanket because it's kind of cold in my room, and I'm aware my hair looks a mess, kind of. I don't have on earrings. I just hopped on camera really really adamant and wanted to talk about this because you already know social media, Instagram, Facebook, every social media platform, they're going to talk. They're going to have influencers that are going to talk about what's wrong and right, and they have every right to, because that right hasn't been taken away from us. The right to speak, the right to say what we want to say about this very corrupt government. That right hasn't been taken away from us yet. They're on their way to. That's the sad part. They're on their way to. But yeah, and they're just doing entirely too much. The government and the law system, they don't care. They'll try to enforce it on you as much as they can that they care, when they really don't. They don't care about us at all. It's ridiculous that we have to keep rioting and saying things out of pocket, basically going on the internet and having to drag these people for what they're doing to us. We shouldn't have to do that. We really shouldn't. But it's the fact that we've came to this point that really makes you lose hope in humanity sometimes. I still have a little bit of faith in humanity, but it's slowly going away with the world being set up like this. I'm sorry if I'm like stuttering or tripping over my words a lot. I just had coffee, and coffee gives me a lot of energy, especially when I really need it. So, yeah. And if I start randomly talking too fast, like I literally just did, then that's the coffee too. But these laws they're very stupid. Y'all are worrying about the wrong things right now. You guys are worrying entirely too much about the wrong things. Why is abortion being brought up when these inflation prices are ridiculous? Gas should not be basically $100 to fill up a tank, or $100 to $200, because if, let's face it, that's how much we're basically paying right now around that area. And then stuff in stores is going up even higher. Y'all paying people literally lower than minimum wage now. Like, you see a job application and they're telling you how much they're hiring for. That's not enough in America today. That's not enough to take care of yourself. That's not enough to take care of, let alone a family. And that's not enough to uphold one household. You have to basically struggle to get by. And I guess that's what they want. They want to take our money. They definitely want to take our money, because all this stuff that you have to go through in every like law-abiding thing, and what am I trying to say? Basically, everything that you want to do with your future or with yourself costs money, but they don't want to give you the proper money in order to do it. Going to college, literally $30,000. How are you going to get that money if you're working this kind of job? You have to work yourself to the bone to put yourself through college if you don't get a scholarship or if your parents are not helping out. Me personally, I'm still on the fence about going to college. One, because of the cost, and two, because I'm only in my sophomore year of high school. Oh, congratulations to me on that. I will be making a video on that. But I'm only in my sophomore year of high school, so, well, I haven't started it yet, but I'm in my sophomore year now. So I have 2 more years to decide if I really want to go to college. But right now, I'm just trying to figure things out. I have not started working yet. I haven't started working a job yet. I haven't. Like, everything is getting raised by price, and it's honestly ridiculous. Inflation, prices, and everything that's getting higher or being deducted that's not okay. That's not okay. You guys are threatening to ban birth control also. Now, a lot of women use birth control for, keeping steady track on what you do after, I think we all know what I'm talking about. And then a lot of women also use birth control to balance out their hormones, or basically just overrule some things that are happening in their bodies because doctors suggested birth control. For like dudes, if you're watching this video, cover your ears because some of you guys are squeamish about women's bodies and things that are normal and things that they had to go through in order for you to get here. But a lot of women have really bad periods, and sometimes birth control aids in the pain and the level of periods. Because you could have really bad cramps, and the only thing that could really work is taking birth control. Some doctors have actually ruled cramps being as painful as a heart attack. But yet y'all say we are exaggerating. No, that stuff is painful. It is. It's really painful. And then I just recently seen this yesterday, and I'm kind of bummed about it. I'm not going to really speak on it because then people are going to be like, why is she upset about this? I'm not going to speak on that yet because I feel like that's my personal business. But the gay laws. Aren't we in Pride Month? Aren't we in Pride Month right now, and y'all already trying to do stuff about gay laws? We didn't do nothing wrong. I'm saying we as opposed to everybody. Like I just said, we with the abortion thing, and we with the black people stuff. The black people stuff. I'm saying we as a whole. But we didn't do nothing wrong, gay people, and basically everybody that y'all are making laws against. We didn't do anything wrong. The thinking about taking away gay marriage, what has that done to y'all? I'm tackling every little issue that makes me upset. Not every little one, because it's a lot of issues with this world that makes me upset that I will talk more about on my channel because it's my platform and I have a right to talk about it. But literally, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all are not making any sense. What is wrong with gay marriage? I don't want to hear it because I already know some people are gonna be like, it's God. Like, God accepts all his children, gay or straight, pan or straight, bisexual or straight, literally every other sexuality. God accepts his children. God wasn't perfect, so why does he have the right to judge us on what we do? So that's why he accepts all his children. But yet the world wants to know, because here's the funny thing. Y'all want to basically overturn people and make them think something is wrong, but meanwhile y'all are profiting off of what they do. So many corporations have got off their butts and made such big banners for Pride Month. Meanwhile, they're doing this. And some of them really don't even support it. They just want to make a profit off of it. Stop lying. Stop lying. You're all for gay rights. Stop lying. Because you know that when that camera closes and you're done doing them interviews about Pride, you are one of the most homophobic people on this entire planet. What is it hurting anyone? There are so many more bigger problems than two men marrying each other or two women. There are numerous school shootings being brought up in the news. There are tons of black men and women and children being gunned down in the streets. But y'all are making this such a big issue, and this is the law that y'all want to pass over the most. Being gay or having an abortion. This literally, I wouldn't say it's none of y'all concern, because it is a big concern, but a lot of other stuff is happening out in this world, but y'all choose this law, abortion law, and being gay to want to turn over. Florida already made it illegal to say gay in their state. Literally, y'all profit off of our pain. Y'all profit off of our suffering. As long as more money is going into y'all pockets, y'all don't tell anybody what's going on. All the classified information that this government holds from us that we already know the truth about is honestly ridiculous. Everything that they don't tell us, but we already know, is ridiculous. The money and prices and stuff that's going up on everything is ridiculous. Trying to make a living for yourself is ridiculous. And then another thing, what if a woman has no kind of way to raise a child? Like, barely, let alone taking care of herself. How can she raise a baby? And then another thing, you could just give it up for adoption. No, adoption really isn't that easy, because if you really, the battery warning was coming up on my iPad, but if you really think about it, these adoption centers really aren't doing anything good either. They feed the children poorly made stuff. They give them like low quality clothes. I mean, as long as the child has a place to stay, right? No. Y'all are treating these kids like they don't even matter, which they don't to this system. These children really don't matter. We don't matter to y'all. Like I said, again, I'm using we as a whole. You guys, we do not matter. We do not matter. I might just make this a series, but every time I say I'm making a series, I barely carry it out. But that's gonna change, because I love my channel and I love talking. So yeah, basically back to what I said. What if a woman has no way to take care of a child? So she would probably go to abortion, right? But now she can't. So she has to be forced to raise that baby in poverty, give whatever the baby is a life set up this way, because she couldn't do anything about it. I mean, she could have tried, but you already know how this system is. You got to look a certain way to have a job. You got to talk a certain way to have a job. You got to be a certain way to have a job. You have to do certain things to look the part, to be able to have a job, to be able to provide for your family. I feel like I look a mess. I'm not done, but I just needed to put my hair up in a ponytail. I could edit this, but you know, I've been doing my no editing for a long time, and I like it because it spares me a lot more time, and because I just like y'all seeing the raw version of me and me not editing everything out that I've been saying, because some things I have been editing out in the past could actually make pretty good content. So I just continue with it. But yeah, this world, it's so messed up. I'm just thinking about it now. I just seen 2 TikToks that basically kind of, shook me to my core. Not in a scared way, just disappointed for the most part. disappointed. Y'all really want some people to be homeless out here, because the prices on these houses and apartments in different states and countries is borderline ridiculous. Now, it's not going to be a penny and a nickel to live somewhere, of course, but y'all should not be making these houses and these apartments this high if y'all know you are not going to pay somebody enough to buy it or to rent it or to just to have a place to live. Y'all not giving us the jobs. The wage is ridiculous, but y'all want us to break our necks and basically hurt ourselves just to do this. You gotta work hard somehow. You gotta make a living for yourself. Okay, but that doesn't require me going through several mental breakdowns every single day, all because I want to live somewhere. I look a mess on camera right now, but I just wanted to talk about it because I can't really come up with any more valid points right now. But